So welcome to the High Rollers D&D stream. This is a new weekly stream we're going to be doing. We're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition every Sunday here at the same time with this wonderful group of people around me. I am joined by, I am Sherlock Humes, the community manager at Yogs, or Mark, or Terps 2.0 if you prefer.
You do it to yourself, Mark.
Hello, it's me, Terps. Oh, I play D&D now. No,
it's uncanny. Oh my god, that was weird.
I can't help it.
Have you not seen that before?
I am the doppelganger.
Not the voice.
The voice is
creepy.
where it goes.
Creepy accurate.
But yeah, so I am the dungeon master, and I'm kind of going to be running the campaign in the world that we have here today. But for our players, I am joined by, and hopefully it's up. We have Kim, we have Trot, we have Katie, and we have Matt. Some of you might not know Katie and Matt, so this is going to be their first time playing on one of our cool streams, although you have been on other streams, I mean, but like, as a regular feature. And yeah, so we're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, so if you've not, I'll just hold this up.
5th edition!
5th edition of the Dungeons and Dragons from Wizard of the Coast.
You said I wasn't allowed to do that voice.
Well, you're not allowed to. Me and Trot are the originators, so we're allowed.
It's
very unfair. So we're going to be playing that. We've got this worn stone, this thick wall of kind of like, it looks very strange. It's like a curling mass of vines and brush, but it's also, just super thick and dark in colour. The room is just barely lit from these thin beams of light descending down. So,
not again.
Not ever.
This happens every week.
Really?
Whoa!
Oh, hey.
Hey! Whoa!
What?
Hey! Well, hello. Nice place to meet you all. I'm Cam Buckland. I don't give a fuckland. Seems like we're all in a bit of a predicament.
Do humans find that funny?
Huh?
The thing.
Usually works, yeah. I've got a pretty high charisma. However, it's not really doing it for you.
Yeah, so you look over and you can see, these two, like, again, this room is quite dimly lit, so they are, especially Trelemar, he almost seems to, like, blend in. You see this kind of humanoid shape.
Whoa.
He seems to be almost merged with the shadows.
Drow, right? That's cool,
right.
man. I love it. Love the getup. It's sweet. Can you, maybe just bite at my viney things that are holding me down?
Can't. Dentist appointment.
Oh. Well, it looks like we're not attending that today, so we have to find a way.
Your hands are basically kind of bound behind your back. Yeah, they're behind your back.
Look around, see if there's any jagged rocks that I can scrape up against.
Yeah, there's definitely this what appears to be you look into the corners and the two kind of north and south corner of the room. There's these broken pillars. They look ancient and they look like they've shattered. And you go up to those and you can definitely feel you start cutting away.
Don't worry. Check it out.
You're just kind of behind your back, just ever so slightly rubbing. It takes you quite a long time. The vines seem really thick, unnaturally thick. There's definitely something unnatural about these. Vines like this wouldn't grow, and you're assuming you're underground somewhere. It doesn't feel like they come from this type of environment. And you kind of think about your druidic training, and you think that the wall that you can see, this wall of thick vine, you're pretty sure you recognize that as something called razor vine. It's kind of like a magical plant that has these tiny dagger sharp thorns, and actually trying to push through it and stuff is like trying to pull through broken glass effectively.
Okay.
But the vine,
Guys, don't go near that because
I don't want to tear my tongue.
I didn't notice how thorny it was, to be honest.
Don't go over there. Just
the other thing I think for you, you reckon you can probably use druidcraft to make the vines release effectively. They'll have some sort of they'll writhe as you cast it.
I close my eyes and just absorb the power of nature and
absorb the power of nature. Yeah, so you do that, and you just feel, because it's a cantrip, you don't have to move your hands that much, you kind of just whisper and focus, and then, these vines just release, and they just fall to the ground around you. By the time she's done that, you've managed to cut through yours, and you're and you've got your hands free, basically. The other thing you could try and do is you might be able to sort of, hook your feet underneath it and get your hands out in front of you, and then it'd be a lot easier if you just sort of, pull them off.
Yeah.
So you could try that if you'd like to.
Yeah, go on.
So you just add that, and I will tell you if it's a success or not.
6.
6, right. You kind of get your hands and you kind of and you're stretching and you're trying to loop them behind it, but it's quite hard. Your limbs are cold and stiff. You've not warmed up properly for us, so you're just kind of
I could do that. You want me to?
I think.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah. So can I druidcraft his?
You kind of focus, and the vines fall away, and your arms become loose.
Does anyone have a sword? I mean,
they're
or
all behind
anything sharp behind there?
Only
that
my
you can
wit.
reach?
Sorry. It's not appropriate. It's not appropriate. Oh shit.
Is that
9.
9. You get your tail through and you manage to wrap it around the handle of your guandao, your staff. But you do take a little bit of damage as you do that, like your tail gets cut up. But it curls around and you manage to lift up the handle of the spear and pull it towards you.
'Tis but a scratch.
Oh, very nice.
So
And
you crawl through.
What's your name?
I'm Trillamar.
Pleased to meet you, sir. I'm Cam Buckland.
I don't give a fuckland, Cam Buckland.
Oh, you know it. Do you know me? I mean, I probably came through your village at one point. Actually, you're kind of underground, right? Never mind. Cam Buckland.
You may call me Jing.
Jing. Jing. Pleased to meet you, Jing. And you.
Elora.
You're really small. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah, you're
Thanks.
quite short in stature.
I'm
aren't you?
Elora.
quite small.
You're an elf, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Barely seen any elves. I mean, I've seen a
Really?
few tieflings and a
Where?
couple drows. What? I mean, ages ago.
Where?
Nice guys, though. I don't know.
Were they free?
Well, yeah, they were. Well, actually, no, they were kind of tied down, actually. And,
Where?
Being beaten by Dragonborn.
Where?
I
How
don't
long
know.
ago?
This is like a few years ago now. Do you have some beef?
We will return to this issue later.
Okay, cool.
6.
6 to Trillamar. As you're moving through, you don't realise, but there's actually kind of like a dead kind of branch and like part of all this foliage spilling out, and just snap as you put your foot down, and this thing just looks around at you.
I mean, so would it be feasible for me to like maybe use my sort of martial arts and agility training to
To run up the wall.
like
Yeah.
use my staff
Shit.
to kind of anchor it into the ground,
Yep.
run across the wall,
Mhm.
and then
And then leap.
launch a flying kick in the face.
Absolutely. You're going to make an acrobatics check first. So this is like a test of like if you manage to pull off that maneuver well.
122.
You just literally, without batting an eyelid, you plant the guandao and you flip up, you run along the wall. So you 5, 10, and then 15. Yep, so you can basically, I will say, with that roll, you can launch yourself right next to this weird plant wood creature that's kind of emerging from these vines, and you just land straight into it. So you smash your foot into this creature, and you hear wood splinter, and you kind of like, it doesn't make any noise, but you can see it kind of reacts to the pain, but it doesn't it's silent, it just kind of goes, and like you can see it like these like sharp like point splinters of wood now sort of like out of its arms, Wolverine style, and it kind of turns its attention to you now.
I just like I've got my staff, but I put my other hand out and I sort of twist it to sort of just grasp those vines, and
And they kind of
they
pull
come up.
themselves
They come
forward.
up from the floor and just try and tangle around these guys.
It's like nature force.
Yeah.
So as you kind of, these vines, Elora commands these vines, and they wrap themselves around the two smaller creatures, and they just can't move. They're like, Cam Buckland.
I'm gonna just saunter up to Trelly Belly.
Yep.
I'm like just pushing him a little bit aside, eyeing up, and just gonna throw a little dagger
At which one?
at the one closest to
Trell. Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna pick the
You
one out of my
leave
boot.
Jito to die. That's fine.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
So you
I
put
can't
it up
see
for
that
yourself.
one. It's pretty far away.
It's quite far away, yeah. I mean, you
are-
might be able
you're
to hit.
human.
You might be able to
Pretty
hit it,
low light
but
as well,
it'll be
right?
tough. Yeah. This room has like beams of light as well, so it is
Okay.
lit, but it is it's still quite dark.
I think I'd
You can see.
instinctively just go for
Go
the
for the one
closest
next
thing.
one. Yep, sure. So you fling this throwing dagger from one of your
Okay.
many sheaths.
So I'm using Dex as a bonus, right?
Yes, you have advantage because it's restrained.
Nice. Oh, that's a 19 already, so
See if you get a crit though.
See, yeah.
Okay. It's worth doing.
Nope.
No. So the 19, you don't even need to worry about adding it because it's going to beat it. So the dagger. So he
24.
flings this knife, spins around.
1 plus 2 is a 3.
That is enough to finish it off. From the
Yay.
damage that it took previously,
See that
the dagger
trout?
just like smashes, separates its
I mean,
head
you
from
definitely
its body.
loosened it up, but I got the finishing blow, which I always like to do.
Oh, 1 plus 3, 4.
Doesn't matter, it's still enough. This thing seems really brittle, and you just kind of
Oh shit.
smash as it just smashes into pieces.
I'd like to finish in the classic martial arts pose
Which is?
with the staff
Oh,
over
with the
my
staff
head
out
like
over
that.
your head. You look
Crouched down.
exceedingly badass.
Yeah. And I kind of, a tiny part of me would be like, did you guys see that? You guys saw
So,
that.
woo!
Yeah.
Second move.
And as this kind of blue light fills, you can see, oh yeah, you just touched some dead guy's arm. And as you're doing that, you find your dagger, You kind of pick it up, but as you do, that's when you hear one of the bodies kind of moving so slightly. Like it's just kind of like...
I just panic, rush backwards.
like just skid.
Moonwalk out of there.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you get there, you can now see this figure kind of like, it's face down, and it's kind of like trying to like get up.
Okay.
And as you kind of get up to the body, it kind of turns its head, and you can now see wrapped around like its throat, underneath its clothing, and like wrapped around its arms, is like this barbed vine that's dug into its flesh. And as it turns up, you can see its eyes. Actually, 2 of the vines are coming out of its eye sockets instead, and it just goes, and it reaches for you instantly. It just kind of goes to like grab you effectively.
Is he okay?
Does he need medical assistance?
I think it's a bit late for that.
You cut into it, a deep gash all the way across its chest. No blood comes out, it just kind of rips the flesh and like splits it. But this creature doesn't make a noise. It stumbles a little bit, and then it just keeps trying to go for Trelemar effectively. 16 versus armor.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. You take 3 points of damage as this kind of like, this vine-empowered arm just smacks you across the head, like violently, like really strong.
Motherfucker!
Just bashes you. That kills it. You basically, how do you want to kill it?
Again, just that kind of a thrust.
Yep, and it just, and you kind of like turn the guan down, and all of the vines inside just sever, and it just, the body just goes limp, smashes to the ground.
Okay.
And just before as well, Trelemar had moved behind the altar and discovered that there was like a hollowed out chamber in like the altar, and that it contained a package. And now that you look at it more clearly, you can see what appear to be 2 very beautifully decorated glass vials which have a strange liquid in them, as well as 2 ceremonial urns.
Can I sneakily take the valuable urns and be like,
So-
look, I found these
little
files
shit.
over here.
Yeah, so you can make a sleight of hand. So on your
Yeah.
skills, you should have a sleight of hand
that's
skill.
good.
You kind of just like, as you lean down, you very, very covertly sneak them into your pack. And then you're like, oh, I found these vials. And
Yeah.
yeah, Trelemar seemed to have these vials, these glass vials.
Nice
Oh,
find,
nice.
Trelemar.
Good
Oh,
job.
it's pretty good, aren't they?
You're so trusty. That's
Yeah.
what I like about you.
Well, I think the greater question to ask is, why weren't we amongst them? Why were we
That's
separated
true.
Were
from
we a
the rest of them?
sacrifice?
Yeah,
I didn't think of that.
yeah. Well, you do have low intelligence, so.
He's a bit common. If you guys, what do you guys like to do?
I would like to piss myself.
Urine everywhere, just wet patch. It's warm.
I would like to walk away from the
Yeah,
and
walk
down
away
the
from the
corridor if I
urine.
could do it
Okay.
cautiously.
I like you, Tom. You're a little bit racist, but I quite like you.
Well, it's just their kind is new, you know. It's tough to get used to hearing stories when we were kids about them stealing babies and.
What, you talk about?
But he just
Talk about
proved
Trelly
himself
Belly.
to us.
No, I know, but it's tough.
He's fine.
Oh.
If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here saving your ass right now.
All right, Drow.
You should
all
see
right.
his purple shit. I mean, that's pretty. It's really cool. I mean, it's not that damaging, but it's pretty sweet to look at.
You mean his?
No,
Oh
no, man.
Oh, okay.
No, it's.
Ah!
Yeah, you just sit there and don't talk anymore.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide which is the less weird of the
Some
stuff.
strange creatures like
Bodies.
liquidated on my legs. It's weird. Strange.
Yeah,
Secreted.
you pissed
Yeah.
yourself.
It's a
Smells like
tree.
human piss.
Tree sap.
Smells like human piss.
Smells really, really quite strong.
It's
Can
not.
you back
It's,
up a little
yeah,
bit?
it's like.
You have not been drinking enough
Please?
water.
Okay, I'll back up. You guys
He
take the lead.
takes his water skin out, like, need to stay
I try and
hydrated.
splash and like dilute.
Yeah, you try and do that. Doesn't really work.
Could you
Cool.
roll for that?
No, you can't even roll. It just doesn't work.
No chance.
You take another 2 poison damage, and this wave of nausea overfalls you. The room starts spinning, vivid
Oh,
colours.
God.
You're like tripping out.
Whoa! Fuck!
Is everything okay?
I need to lie down.
Yeah,
What?
and you just like it doesn't like her form starts distorting.
Stop melting
Looks
your
like-
face. It's fucked up.
Her hair starts moving on its own.
Put your hair down. Stop it. Very, very injured from the darts shooting up. So whoever had that potion, think it was old Trelly Belly. Stop holding back, man. Come on, look at me.
So what's your health at the moment?
I've got a dagger in my leg. It's my own dagger. 2.
Oh.
Give him it.
Come on. Just
There's only one. I've got 2. I've got 2.
I love it when PCs just don't want to help each other. It's great.
He is a bit of a dick.
on.
Yeah, I mean,
And a loud mouth.
He is, but he's got a lot of daggers.
He calls you Trelly Belly.
I'll change my ways.
can you make it worth my while in some way, perhaps?
We're not having a dagger. It's a straight up no. Oh, what do you want? Do you want a flower from my crotch?
You can keep.
Can I druid craft a little flower and go on, please?
That.
you can.
Your floral ways have no effect.
I hate flowers. I'm back
From underground.
I'm from underground. I hate flowers.
Best thing, I've got a purple hanky. All right. I mean, I was saving this.
Oh, you do have
I've
your
got a
purple
very
hanky.
nice silk purple hanky with an embroidered wizard signature. Probably fetches for. It'll look great,
For the duration of this,
you know, with your complexion.
which is an hour. Your AC is 60.
Come on, look how good it is. So soft. Touch it.
Well, it's quite nice, I suppose. I know what I really need
I really
a
want
hanky
that.
for.
It's quite nice. It's very. It looks quite
Yes.
rich. You know.
Yeah.
It looks like.
go.
it might be
All right then. I'll take your.
Snatch it.
I'll take your hanky, and you can have it. You've not used this, have you?
What?
Well, you know.
My hanky.
No, it's clean. I mean, a couple times, but.
It's been
Too late.
washed.
Push is gone.
Yeah, washed.
Okay.
Once.
From the wall.
Thanks, Jing!
From the wall, a green, glowing, transparent figure of a woman, tattered dress, elven ears, but like a gaunt, hollowed face, hair flowing madly around her. You! What are you doing here?
Getting pushed around, clearly.
We're here to help.
I'd like
We're
to
here to
walk
help
into
you.
the room with the circlet held out.
You see, so you move in. You're there. She kind of like looks around. You're saying like you want to help,
Yeah.
and then she snaps, and just rage erupts
I don't think that's
off
working.
her face. Her jaw elongates.
Put it away. Put it away. Put it
Howl
away.
echoes around the room,
Put it on.
and that's where we're gonna finish for today.
What a cliffhanger.
We'll see you guys next week for
Tomorrow.
more D&D.
Tomorrow's Rythian,
Tomorrow
right?
is Rythian, so Rythian's going to be here on 5 p.m. GMT.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm making you all wave goodbye and say goodbye. But yeah, Rythian's tomorrow. Check him out. Really great guy.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching as well. I know he's been watching. So yeah, right.
you, Rythian.
Bye.
Bye.